Tom Fox, staff photographer Dallas Cowboys wide receiver Amari Cooper, 19, tries to avoid the tackle by Seattle Seahawks free safety Tedric Thompson, 33, in the second quarter of their NFC Wild Card game at it. Tom Fox, the Dallas Morning News editor's note, this is the third in a series of 8 posts breaking down the depth chart of each position group on the Dallas Cowboys roster. Today we'll break down the wide receivers. There were concerns about this group of receivers entering the season. That was not the case by season's end. All it took was a blockbuster trade for things to fall into place. When the Cowboys parted with a first-round pick to acquire Amari Cooper from Oakland in late October, the consensus around the league was that Dallas gave up too much. But Cooper's impact was so dramatic, the improvement of the Cowboys' lethargic passing game so immediate, the narrative quickly changed. Cooper established an instant rapport with Dak Prescott, forming a connection with the quarterback that eluded number 4 and previous receiver Dez Bryant. A team that was 3-4 at the time of the trade finished the regular season by winning 7 of 9 games after Cooper's arrival. The fourth player taken in the 2015 draft had 53 receptions for 725 yards and 6 touchdowns in his 9 games with Dallas. He was named the NFC's Offensive Player of the Week twice with games of 180 and 217 yards receiving. Nearly 74% of his completions from Prescott resulted in first downs. A passing attack that averaged 183.1 yards before the trade jumped up to an average of 250.7 yards after his arrival. Cooper became the focal point of the passing game and allowed the other receivers to fill complementary roles. Rookie Michael Gallup was much more effective once he lined up with Cooper, catching 15 passes for 203 yards and 3 touchdowns in 4 of his final 5 regular season games. Slot receiver Cole Beasley was solid all season with 65 receptions for 672 yards and 3 touchdowns. Allen Hurns, who struggled to click with Prescott early in the season, didn't do much after Cooper's addition. Hurns suffered a horrific injury in the playoff win over Seattle with a dislocated ankle and was placed on injured reserve. Tavon Austin, as he has been for most of his career, was a feast-or-famine prospect in the passing game. Position need: 3 out of 5 stars address and free agency. Beasley and Austin are both free agents. It's hard to see that both will be back. Beasley in particular seems convinced he can find more money in receptions with another team. This will leave the Cowboys looking for a slot receiver. Golden Tate is the best on the market, but if the club isn't willing to pay Beasley, it's unlikely to make the investment in Tate. Adam Humphries and Jamison Crowder are 2 names to keep in mind if the team decides to supplement the position with a veteran. Austin could be back. There are also other options in the slot with Cooper and Hurns. The team has a decision to make with Hurns, who will make a base of $4 million if the option on his contract is activated by March 13. Address and draft: the Cowboys have taken a total of 4 receivers in the last 2 drafts. Look for that trend to continue. With a stated goal of more creativity and an upgraded passing game, finding young talent here is natural. There are plenty of options on the second and third day of the draft. Bottom line, establishing an even greater presence for Cooper is a priority. New offensive coordinator Kellen Moore is expected to move him around more than Scott Linehan. The club is also excited by Gallup's development. There's a belief internally that the passing game will take an even bigger jump in 2019 with these 2 in place. Twitter, @DavidMordem, and on the roster name: age, years left on contract: Amari Cooper 24-1, Michael Gallup 22-3, Allen Hurns 27-1, Noah Brown 23-2, Cedric Wilson 23-3, Cole Beasley 29-FA, Tavon Austin 28-FA, Lance Lenoir 23-FA, Reggie Davis 23-2, Devin Smith 27-2. Series schedule: Sunday, quarterbacks Monday, running backs Tuesday, tight ends Wednesday, wide receivers Thursday, offensive line Friday, defensive line Saturday, linebackers Sunday, March 10th, defensive backs